Hello everybody, welcome to Beyond Boundaries with Lisa Richmond. I am Lisa Richmond and this is Tarot Tuesday. We are going to do another card pull. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're returning guests, thank you so much for tuning in again. So if you are returning, you know that I pull oracle cards, tarot cards, and it's always kind of a different setup. And I read the cards intuitively, and then sometimes Spirit will be like, there's a message in it, read the book. And so I'll read it, so that'll be for somebody. But generally speaking, I use the cards as visuals for you, so that you can see the pictures. You know, like when you're reading a book to somebody and they want to see the pictures as you're reading the story. That's kind of how I like to see this, is that these help with the visuals for the narrative or the message that Spirit wants you to hear. So welcome, and let's jump into the tarot. So I've got all my tarot. I got different oracles, and I'm going to just let Spirit guide me to what we need to hear. So first and foremost, definitely this Blue Angel Oracle deck is what Spirit wants to start this message off. So Spirit, allow us to be surrounded by love, ease, and grace, bringing through any messages from the highest and greatest good of all. Okay, peace. Well, yeah, this doesn't surprise me. This is such a beautiful card. It's got such beautiful imagery. So number 4, Peace Angel. If the number 4 has been coming up a lot, I know it has for me. I've seen 444, 444 all over the place. And so that can be a number of like manifestation and creation for yourself. Also, it's like the 4, okay, this is what's coming through. Okay, this is the intuitive part of this, is that the 4 is an indicator of any kind of conflict that needs to be resolved, any kind of like agitation, boredom, frustration, that kind of like, kind of energy. If I'm putting this energy into a sound, it would be like this. Okay, that's kind of the 4 energy. So it is being reflected back to us right now really strongly with what do you want to see going forward. And what is being reflected in that energy is an opportunity for you to be like, nope, don't want that. Nope, don't want that. If you tuned in at all to Thoughtful Thursday last week, I talked about creating the existence, or creating the narrative or the creation really that is going to be handed back to you. And so this is really about understanding what is right in front of you, so that it's very clear, being like, yeah, I don't want that. Yes, I do not want that. That's not like, if let's use the example of you're painting a picture, and that picture is what's going to be given back to you, and everything, all your heart's desires, everything, so that it's right reflected back to you. You don't want to dip your paintbrush into a big color that you don't want. Let's use black, okay? And that you started this picture, and all of a sudden, whoosh, whoosh, and it's like black, and you'll be like, I didn't want this. It's like, well, that black paint was right in front of you. You have the opportunity to be like, yeah, no, I don't want this. I'm not going to be using this. Okay, that's a simplistic way of describing it. But this is understanding that to create peace, the peace that I feel like we're all kind of really craving right now, goes with the idea that everything is right in front of you right now. You get to choose what's coming with you. So really take a look. So if you're like, all this stuff is flying at me right now, and it's so frustrating. If it's not one thing, it's the next. Look at it as like, that's the color that you don't want to use in your painting. Being like, oh yeah, no, this still exists. Don't want this anymore. I'm sick of running out of time. I'm sick of being late. I'm sick of, feeling like I'm always tired. I don't want that. I don't want that to come forward. So I'm going to remove that from my existence, and I'm going to create peace, so that this no longer is in my form. So this peace card is like the idea, or the realization to look at what's coming up. Look what's in front of you. consciously choose what you do not want and what you're removing, even if it's tough to get out because it's been there for a really long time, your peace is your creation. You get to do it. You create your peace. So this is like I like just even looking at it, like the energy of this card and the beautiful, like the fire within it, using the elements, the floral, like creating that peace energy. What is in your toolbox? Anything that doesn't align with this peace energy is your opportunity to remove it. Look at it right now, okay? So that is a really nice way to start off. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Spirit wants to come forward with the okay, you guys, this is what is your higher self telling you. This is the message from your higher self, okay? So what is coming through really strongly right now is Spirit saying, this is the message that you're wanting to hear from your higher self. Picture like you all of a sudden received a letter in the mail, waiting to hear what your higher self is trying to tell you right now. Two of Pentacles, balance. Don't lean so heavy into your thoughts, into one side, making money, doing the things, getting your checklist done, filling up your to-do list, because it's the false illusion of, and then there's two swords. It's exactly the same energy. Two twos. You guys, 2 and 2 and 4 you have here. There's some serious energy. And then the wheel. Okay. This is telling me really strongly that your higher self is letting you know to start getting out of your head so much with all your thoughts and get into your heart space of creativity again. This is an overwhelming message. The Two of Pentacles is a card of work and play, a healthy balance between light and dark, yin and yang, sun and moon, and specifically about like work and play. We have that same, it's the breaking off of the last piece of the belief system of the old paradigm where if you do more, you get more. This is really interesting because I had this conversation with an individual that still very much aligns with that paradigm. And they said, essentially, if you're not working, you can't produce. So it's just logical that the more you do, the more you get. And as the words came into my energetic field, it felt like I was like some kind of like, boom, boom, like trying to get it away from me because I did not want it to be absorbed into my energy field, because I've worked so hard at releasing those old beliefs. Like, because that's something that I lived with, I grew up with, I was, and it never resonated. And so then carrying these beliefs that don't actually resonate, it's even harder, right? So these twos, look at, she's got her arms up too in both of them. And that's funny that I just did that, pew, pew, like, deflect off those vibrations. That's kind of what it looks like the Two of Swords she's doing, is like, reflect this off, like, enough is enough. You got the clean canvas. You got the clean book that you're writing. How is it that you want to, everything that we have to do in creation requires balance. It does. It requires balance. It requires a heavy set of go and rest, of giving and receiving. And this is telling me that a great way to make it more clear about what colors you don't want in the box or what threads you're not going to use for your quilt is by allowing yourself to balance your energy out more and not take in a lot of the incoming information that's coming on different places, okay? Kind of get off the social media train of flipping through of what is going on in the grotesque findings of the next Hollywood scandal. Like, I know, I've been in it. It's gross. I don't like even thinking about it. There's some things that are coming to the surface right now where it has to come to the surface to get healed, but us digging into it isn't helping our energetic field. You can trust that karma's going to do what it needs to do. Like, things are going to have to happen in order for our collective to rise in vibration. Your focus right now is you, not the heartbreak of what's going on outside of you. So this is also like protecting your energy. I know that might not be the traditional way to look at it, but this is like, it really, like, I feel like I keep doing this too, and it like protecting your energy and having a healthy dose of balance. And I'm really feeling like that balance is actually feeling more like some more rest and less logic, less upstairs. We gotta move into our heart space a bit, and take a look at exactly what we're bringing with us, what we're creating to get, so that we can receive back. Right? Our existence is a complete projection of what's happening here. And so, like, get out of your head. Get out of your head. If you want to take the blindfold off here and you want to actually see what you want to create for yourself, like, the calmness has to happen. The chaos has to happen. Okay, she's like, no, I'm going to keep my eyes closed here because there's so much going on around me. But this is like, wait until you can actually see what's available to you. Okay, this is balance. Twos. Those are balance. Then I loved that I pulled the Wheel of Fortune card with it, because the Wheel of Fortune card is all the 10, which is the new cycle. This is all about the new cycle. So what we're doing here, how we're creating our reality now, is going to be the representation of our new cycle, which we're moving into in the new year. And we're going into a new phase. This portal of energy is happening right now, giving us the opportunity to filter through what we don't want, because our new cycle is coming. It is. It's like, it really is. But you'll notice it if you decide now how you want to create it. You won't see the change that you're looking for if you're staying right now in the same cyclical energy of fear, not enoughness, scarcity, uncertainty, the whole thing. That is, if you're putting that into the pot that you're cooking for our next cycle, then don't be upset if you dig in the spoon and it tastes the exact same. If you're looking for change, you are the creator. And change is happening. We are happening. We are in the appetizer phase of how you want your full meal to be. Okay, that's the wheel. Your Wheel of Fortune is changing. Take off the blindfolds and realize you're in control. Huge. Bam. Okay, I really want to bring a couple from the Good Tarot. Now this is Colette Baron Reid's Good Tarot is a very gentle tarot deck, not traditional at all. So any further message of what we want our higher self to be explaining, or our guides, they said this is more like the love from your guides. This is like when you get advice from your higher self, it's like your future self giving you advice. But right now, that was what that was about. This feels more like, okay, now your guides are coming in with a little hug. Okay, let go. Well, Four of Earth is understanding that you have everything you need. Don't hold on too tight to the perception that you're not going to get it. Okay, this is like, guys, you listen to everything I just said. You listen to the message that's coming through from your higher self. Now, this is telling me that there might be some of these old things that are a bit tough to let go of. The Four of Earth is kind of the energy of like holding on a little tight. I don't know if I want to let this go. I know I want peace. I know I want abundance. I know I want a relationship. I know I want love. But letting go of all this stuff right now that is so in my face, that feels really scary. What if it doesn't work? What if everything Lisa just said about creating my future doesn't work? Right? Well, that's what you're putting into the pot. Let go. Let go a little bit. Trust that you're taken care of. Your guides are saying, let go of holding on so tight. You got everything you need. Trust me. We're taking care of you. Trust. And if you feel like I can't trust, you can trust your guides because you chose them to be your guides in this life so that you could do this life. They're like your number ones. Okay? So that's why the guides were coming through and being like, let us talk for a sec. Okay? So feel like that's like your squad that's never gonna turn their backs on you. Seven of water, that's Seven of Cups, that's making choices. Again, making your choices. Why did half the deck fall out? That's interesting. All right, Spirit. And the Strength card. Okay. Well, if there's a card saying that, hey, I got your back, it's the Strength card. It's the 8. We're rounding up this 8 year. 8 is all about finances, materials, abundance. And if that's a part of the karmic cycle that you came here to clear, it's going to be coming up really, really strong right now. So like if your higher self came in to clear karmas surrounding abundance, finances, material stuff, then you're going to feel it right now. If that's front and center with you right now, know that that's what you came here to clear. So be aware of this. Being like, okay, I'm going to choose the colors I want to use, right? I want to choose exactly how I'm going to close up this karma. If your karmic action was to come in and clear up old patterning surrounding by fear of safety, health concerns, that this is all going to be coming up right now. And the Strength card is saying, especially because it was from your guides are the one, your guides are the lion. Your guides are the ones that saying, I got you. We got the strength to get through this. Make your choices. 7 of water. 7. Look at your choices. Some of them, when you're choosing what colors to use, what threads to use, when you're choosing the package that you're going to receive of your reality coming forward right away here, be really clear about what you want. The 7 of water is like, you are the creator. You get to choose. All these choices are in front of you. Be clear that the choices that you're making is for you, that's in alignment with you, not something that is outside of you that you see somebody else doing that you're like, I want that. Because you see that person in their authentic self. That's what you're seeing if it's glittering. So whatever's surrounding that person is in their creation. So you can then take that and not say, I want what they're having, so I'm going to do what they're doing. It's, I see that they're standing in their authenticity and they're creating the reality. I want to be in my authenticity. How can I do that? What are the things that bring me into balance, the rest, and trust? Trust is a big one. And then, of course, the Strength card. That means they have your back. Okay, I'm going to leave you with one card from the Muse Tarot deck. I've got like tarot coming out like crazy today. That's my creation deck. It's all about creative aspects. I feel like I'm going to read from it too. So what is the card that we want our higher self, our guides to let us know in connection with our creative self? Because we are creating our reality. What is it? Queen of Inspiration. Yes! What a card to leave us out on. Take a look at this card, you guys. She is a absolute queen. And look, her third eye is like connecting to source. She's connected to that, like, that power source of the sun, that power source of self. I love that there's the pyramids there because those are all connectors of power source. The cheetah. I don't know if you guys have read that Glennon Doyle book. God, I don't know what it's called. I reference it all the time. But she talks about being the cheetah. If I find the title, I'll link it in the comments. But I'm going to read this to you because Spirit wants me to. Where did I put the book? Because I never read the book. Hold on. Give me a second. All right. That was crazy. That was crazy that just happened. Okay. Queen of Inspiration. Inspiration is wands. So this is Queen of Wands in the traditional deck. All right, here we go. Joy, courage, warmth, confidence, power, dynamic enthusiasm, engaging conversations, accepting all of yourself, a boisterous, bold, and powerful leader. That's you. That's you. Okay? So then she gives like a prompt that you can use as a writing prompt, this is all about the creative muse, right? So it's like a painting prompt, however you want to integrate into your creative power. The prompt is the allure of intensity. Okay? So however that lands with you. The allure of intensity. Here we go. The Queen of Inspiration reaches out over the horizon and she waves her hand, summoning an unseen force of intention and love. She is the embodiment of warmth and confidence, compassion and determined joy. And she is seeking inspiration for the land below. Connecting with the ethers above, she downloads the keys to creation and she imbues the land with the belief of self-expression. The Queen is a powerful messenger of connected creativity. Yes, this is what I've been talking about for like a full week, is the creative power. And she wants you to know how accessible her creative force is. She asks you to hear the tones of creation with her. She plucks her strings one by one and tells you to move in the direction of desire. Knowing that you can master this expressive attainment and success. Follow the sounds of your inspiration and enthusiasm and explore the edges of your courage. Explore the edges of your courage. Ooh, that's calling you forward a bit. Your self-acceptance and your leadership. So explore the edges of your courage, self-acceptance, and leadership. Okay. And then she leaves us with a little poetic vibration here. Every time she arrives, the room is filled with the most impossible magic. And once again believing in the power of dreams and in the warmth of infectious inspiration. You guys, you are in it. You're in it. Okay, absorb that for a minute. Play that back if you need to. Okay, you guys are the creators of your reality. How many times have we heard this? But there's a difference between hearing it and feeling it and embodying it. Because creating your reality does not entail, at least in this reading, of fear of not having. Fear of not knowing. Okay? It's like fearing that you don't know what's going to be in the pot. But the chef is like, okay, you don't need to fear about not knowing what's in there because you're putting all the ingredients in there. So like, what do you want in there? Well, what if it doesn't taste good? Well, put the things you like in. Well, what if I'm never going to be able to ever eat again? Well, put the ingredients in there and then you can eat it. I know I need to hear that right now. But that is the Queen of Inspiration. This is our knowing. This is what we sink into right now. Okay? So I hope that this resonates. Please like, share, subscribe. That would be wonderful. That really helps me out. That helps the channel out. And I love doing this so much. I feel like Spirit has so much information that comes through. It's one of my very favorite things to do. So I'd really like to grow this channel because I love more people to find it and to be connected to it and have more, and for me to like bring through more for more people. That's why I'm doing it. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you, spirit guides, and thank you to your higher self for coming through today for you. All right? Peace out. See you next week, and I love you so much. Mwah. Bye, everyone.